Season 1 was riddled with problems, and I mean riddled. Season 2, things went from bad to worse, with the introduction of this man. New face, new accent, new hair. Chekov, aka Walter Koenig. The handsome Rusky with the mop top was drafted in to capture younger female viewers and reflect the space race. But his arrival produced a cold war on board the spaceship, notably with certain male members of the crew. We're going to his local park, which is in North Hollywood. We know he likes jogging, so I've got my trainers on, I've got my shorts on, and I'm ready to run. I'm ready to run down Chekov. Despite the onboard hostilities, our insider has informed us Walter loves talking about his time on the show, so this should be a complete doddle. There's absolutely no one here. I'm looking for a single jogger in an empty park. I can see signs of life over there. Should we go over that way? Anyone seen Chekov? He runs here apparently. Walter? You were at Chekov on Star Trek? Were you? My cruising for an older man in a public park is getting me all sorts of dodgy looks. Could you spot me? Oh man, that's it, more. Yeah. I'm starting to worry I could be done under the laws of indecency. I've come up with a ruse so I don't end up on the wrong end of a copper's truncheon. There you go. Can I interest you in an energy drink or a banana? There you go. That's my pleasure. No. My refreshment stall is already pulling in the punters. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Would you care for some refreshments? It's a hot day, you're running. Oh! And I would come in, I'd go for the plums though. That's why I do something dirty. Yeah. I'd go for the plums. Give me a Vulcan high five. Stop by again.
I will.
Oh shit. Till I go back to school. But after an hour of waiting, there's still no sign of Chekov. That tastes like shit. Energy drink, banana. You're Walter Koenig! Hey. Banana! Walter Koenig! You just stop for one moment. You were... Please. Walter, my name is Justin. I've come all the way from Channel 4 television in the UK. I'm doing a show about Star Trek. It's called Bring Back Star Trek. Please stop, I'm going to be sick. I promise you I'll be sick. I can't run. You're Walter Koenig. Yeah. I've travelled all this way to try and track you down. Walter.
No guns.
There's no guns. This is my crew. Say hello, everybody. This is Walter Koenig, everybody. AKA Chekov.
Yeah.
Walter, when you finished your run, would you be so kind as to sit down and have a conversation with me about your years on Star Trek?
Okay.
Oh, Walter Koenig, everybody! Coming up. 2, 3. Will Chekov live long enough to help me find Mr. Spock? Just one more number! Oh, shit! And I start training for the mother of all battles. Spot me. Sniff it, Gorn! Sniff it! Energy drink, banana. Previously on Bring Back... You're Walter Koenig! Banana! Walter Koenig! I came upon Chekov down in the local woods. Oh, Walter Koenig, everybody! Oh, wow. He invited me back to his place, and I'm hoping he'll not only help me get to Spock, but give me his juice on the Enterprise.
Yuri Gagarin was on his way to make history.
When Star Trek hit our screens, the space race between the Soviet Union and the US was at its peak.
Khrushchev could hardly control his emotion. Let the capitalist countries catch us up.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.
Okay, engine stop.
As the Americans made history, the Cold War was intensifying.
The Eagle has landed. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Mr. Chekov, give him a full spread of photon torpedoes.
Aye, Captain.
Rumour had it that bigwig Chekov was introduced to show the two nations could get on.
As far as instruments can make out, there is nothing else down there that's alive.
But most people couldn't see past his dodgy accent. Amazingly, it was his way with words that won him the audition.
So I came in and I read, and it was an interesting reading. It was a very serious scene, but they said they wanted me to read it with a Russian accent. So I saw that the ship is about to disintegrate. It's about to explode. So I assumed that was the intention with which they wanted me to read the part. So I said, Captain, the ship is about to explode. What are we going to do? And after I got done with what I thought was, a riveting performance, they said, yeah, but could you make it funny? Funny? Where is the funny in these lines, But deciding that the part was more important than my artistic integrity, I said, Captain, guess what? The ship is about to blow up. And they loved it. And actually, that was the line reading that got me the part on Star Trek.
In this classic scene,
Mr. Chekov.
Chekov is shown working his Moscow magic on the ladies.
What can I do, Captain? You know we're always supposed to maintain good relations with the natives.
It was a maneuver the network desperately wanted to replicate off-screen, hoping the Randy Russian would attract young women to the show.
Young lady.
Yes, Ike.
I think they were trying to cover all the bases. And they had already acquired the more mature fans, and now I think they were looking for younger fans. And they had seen the success that the Monkees had with Davy Jones. They wanted that look, that, mop-haired kind of look. And as a matter of fact, I did look somewhat like Davy Jones, an older Davy Jones, but somewhat like Davy Jones.
Series 2 showed the crew as one big happy family, but behind the scenes, the new arrival was having the opposite effect with some of the cast, including George Takei.
They brought in this new actor and gave him all the lines that were originally written for me. I was raging. And then, insult upon injury, they had us share the same dressing rooms.
George said that he felt some resentment and that it was apparent on the set that he was a little angry with me. It wasn't apparent to me.
Really?
If indeed he felt that way, he did a very good job of hiding it.
Do you think anyone was out to get you on Star Trek?
Will Shatner, blah, 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 blah.
Mr. Shatner? Do you think he had a problem because all of a sudden, he's Captain Kirk, new character comes in, young, good-looking, huge wig, but there to appeal to...
Well, we had that in common. But I must quickly add that so is this, okay? So I can throw stones.
He's a fascinating character.
He's an extraordinary guy. He's very much a contradiction. He can be extremely warm and congenial. In fact, he was the life of the show. But there are other things that were less pleasant, a very singular approach to the work, very much a self-involved approach to the work, which inadvertently, there were times when our roles suffered as a consequence.
Captain. Mr. Chekov. Captain. Mr. Chekov, as you were.
Chekov was famously one of the few characters in the series to stand up to Captain Kirk.
Got a personal score to settle with the Klingons.
But out of costume, Walter wasn't quite as outspoken when it came to challenging Shatner over his on-set influence.
We never said it. That's the thing. We never said it. Another actor, another star, might have been sensitive to the actors, and understood that there should be some balance here somewhere. But he said, but you guys were supporting actors, he said to me. He says, you're supporting actors, you're not the stars. He did not know how disgruntled we were because nobody ever said it. And why didn't we say it? Because in the back of each of our minds was the possibility that as powerful as he was and as important to the production as he was, if he said, I don't want Koenig, it could conceivably happen.
Walter, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Can you help me find Spock? Just a number I can call him.
Okay, it's 4... Wait, 4, 2, 3...
Just one more number! Just one more number! Oh, shit! Chekov! Chekov! Walter, please help me find Spock.
I'll give him a call, talk to him, see how he's feeling, and get back to you.
Great, thanks very much.
Sure.
Thanks a lot, okay.
Sure.
So, I'll see myself out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to take a little nap.
Yeah. Thanks, Walter.
Sherry, bye.
By the end of season 2, the viewing figures had fallen, so the network decided to cut it, axe it, nix it. The only reason it came back for season 3 was thanks to a huge letter-writing campaign by these guys, the Trekkies. Look at their faces. They love it. That third season ensured that a red shirt named Lieutenant Leslie became a legend.